All right, these knives are brought to you by alphaonesource. If you're interested in any of these products that I'm talking about today or anything else, give me a shout out, email just below in the description, and I'll send you out a quote. Any questions I can answer also. All right, today we're going to be a little bit organized. We're going to start off with just some basic specs, and then I'm going to give you some of my own opinions as a knife collector with well over 1,000 knives in my collection. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun with the knife. Do some stuff that maybe it wasn't designed to do, but and some of the stuff it was designed to do, and see how she holds up. These grips are made by VZ Grips. They do all types of grips for 1911s. A lot of your custom knife makers use them. They have a whole tactical line. These are micarta, and they are just beautiful. Very, very grippy. You are not... I've handled a lot of different knives, and I'm telling you, this knife is going nowhere. You got nice thumb jimping here. And it's really good if you're wearing gloves also. If you're wearing gloves, one problem with wearing gloves, especially winter gloves, is you don't know which side you're holding the knife on. Whether it's, well, which side, I'd say, whether it's upside down or backwards or whatnot. You, with these grips and this thumb jimping, you know exactly where your blade edge is. You have a real positive grip on it. It just feels fantastic in your hands. CS has been in business for an awful long time. They're just a world famous knife maker. Currently they have about 10 people that have been, between them, they have about 300 years of experience making knives. These guys do not mess around. These knives all have a personal touch on them. These aren't just thrown into a machine, spit out. These all get a couple set of eyes, making sure you're getting a quality product. You have ones with different types of coating. Not only that, is we can do custom colors for you, whether you want it bright orange, yellow, black, whatever. If your unit wants a bunch of them, we can take care of that also. Your two blade styles are your clip, and then your drop point. Which the drop has a really nice utility feel to it, and it's got a really thick blade. You're looking at 1/8 inch on both these for a thickness. I think I'm scaring my kid from downstairs with these things. Beautiful. This has a taper up here, but that thickness goes all the way to the end. It's got a really nice blade grind, gives you a lot of strength, and it's real easy to resharpen. This is your sheath, real simple. Nice and rigid. Very high quality. And being this rigid, wherever you put it, it's going to give you a really low profile, whether it's on your side or whether it's on your bag and or your vest. Has really nice retention. I don't want to cut myself. These things are really sharp, and I'm working around the camera. And once you do buckle it, it's not going anywhere. And I'm yanking on that thing. Real nice. Well, folks, if you guys stuck around this long, you are interested in taking a better look at these knives. Something I'm really digging is how these hang right here. You can see how close they hang to the body. Really impressed with that. I'm really digging that, especially walking through my woods over here. So we're just going to go through. Something else that I've noticed is I wondered why these things felt so good in the hand. And the reason being is it's not a flat scale. It's actually concaved. It looks like they milled it in a circular fashion, so it really fills up the hand very nicely. Really digging the extra grip, and so let's get right down to it. I've utilized all 4 of them. These 2 I've picked out of the bunch, and the reason being is these have the coatings on them, and I wanted to see how well the coatings would hold up. And so far, the coatings are great. And you can already see I already smashed one into here. It did hold my weight, but I'll do it on camera also and show you guys. And hopefully I don't cut my leg wide open on camera here. So let's check it out. First thing I want to demonstrate is why I'm a fan of the serrations, and it's taken me a while to actually become a fan of serrations because I know how to sharpen knives really well, and so I've always leaned towards a knife that I could put my own edge on, and I was always afraid of knowing how to resharpen these. These are really easy to resharpen. I've resharpened both these knives throughout my testing, and they take a great edge. All right, so just to demonstrate, you can see with the serrations, now these are really tough vines. Anybody that has a forest in their yard or walked into these things on accident knows how tough these can be, even to break with a little hatchet. So you can see how easy it digs into this. It's real nice, real easy. Without the serrations, it still does it really nice, but it doesn't have quite as much bite. All right, so I just wanted to demonstrate that. All right, so let's check this out. We can take a look at how these things Baton Wood right quick. What's the reason for batoning? Well, if you have wet wood or you just want to process wood into smaller wood, it really doesn't hurt your blade. You're not hacking or anything like that with this. You're just placing it on the wood and just going straight on through it. It's not hard on your knife at all, especially if it's a full tang blade, which these are. So you have no chance of really breaking it or anything like that. And this is a top shelf knife, so as you can see, you can really process a lot of wood. Try the other one. And the other one, being with this point, it's a little bit harder on your baton. But they both work really well. Okay. All right, so we have 2 different sticks here, one of dry wood, nice and hard, and then some real wet holly, which is generally pretty stubborn to carve on. All right, so we'll show this knife first. So you can see, well, there's a knot right there. Another knot. You can see how this bites into this. And with the serrations, of course, you're going to get more bite. Sorry about all the shaking. The camera is on my head. Okay, kind of gives you an idea. Trying to do this quickly. I know you guys don't want to. Now with the serrations, you can see how it really digs in there nicely. Here's your next one. You're not going to get quite as much bite. And then also with the serrations, you do have the ability to choke up on your knife, and you have all kinds of control up front. You lean it up against yourself. You can really get some nice detailed work done. You can use the tip like so. All right, folks, so we're going to do what I really don't like to do to a knife, but we're going to do it for the science of YouTube. All right, folks, we're going to hammer this in this stump, and we'll see if she holds my weight. And that's the good thing about having the spine of the knife stick out beyond these scales, because even though micarta is basically almost indestructible, you have an area where you can hit on this knife, whether you're batoning or pounding on the edge of it. Okay, I'm on this knife, bouncing pretty good. And all my weight is off of it. Okay, let's get her on out. And I'll cut back and we'll test out to see if this knife is bent. All right, folks, on the way back to my shed to take this apart, we're gonna make sure that it hasn't bent even in the slightest bit. We are going to test out the grip. So we're gonna go down to the stream here and we'll grab the old knife-a-roozy up. And we'll see if how the water wet grip is. Really not much of a change. Try a little mud. And with all this jimping, you got basically a really nice secure grip on this knife. Okay. Let's go measure her out. All right, last but not least, we're going to take this thing apart. I'm going to show you how easy it is to swap out these scales. And we're just going to take her apart right quick. You can see that the coating is still intact. Really nice coating on this. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. And I pounded this into the tree twice already, so I kind of know the outcome of this. Yep, no bend at all. Of course, that's the taper of the blade itself. Held up pretty good to my hammer hitting it too. Actually, that's the hatchet itself. I had to chop it out. So there you go. That's your knife. Very impressed. Absolutely love it. Very impressed, and after all that, it's still razor sharp. Just a great knife.